Is it not working? Why is it not working? I have such bad stream quality. There we go! Now we've got stream quality. Hey everybody, I'm Zoe FPV. Oh my jeez, I'm Zoe. Welcome to my stream. Yes, I'm wearing a unicorn horn in celebration of my unicorn. That's right, I finally built out the unicorn frame. It is in my hands, it's real, but not only is it real, it has IQ Motion Control's latest and greatest speed modules. I'm super stoked for this frame. I hope you're super stoked for it too. And I can't wait to talk more about this in the future. But first, I kind of want to talk a bit about my life. What the heck is going on with me? Like, seriously, my life fell apart. I ended up basically losing my workshop. Moved into an RV that was donated to me by an awesome person in a van. Ended up finding a job in San Diego with Hess Systems, where I lifted a brick, a 5-pound brick, with a 4-inch ducted drone. So that was that happened recently. If you want to go check that out, it's on Instagram. And or go check out Hess Systems on YouTube. They have a new YouTube channel. So oh geez, I've got ads on the Spotify. Ads on your ads while you add. Anyways, my life has been pretty crazy lately, and I've been trying to make, I guess, sense of it all. Right now I am living in 29 Palms, California, at least for the next like month or so. I don't know, at least a few weeks. And I'm currently looking for a new place to live. Kind of semi-permanently, at least a place where I can park the RV, relax for a few weeks at a time, possibly go down to San Diego to work at Hess Systems to continue working on new stuff. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And the title of the video, I quit my job to go fly drones on Mars. What the heck does that even mean? Is that clickbait? What kind of clickbait are you talking about, Zoe? And what are you doing with your hands? One of my old acquaintances, Jillian Wong, she's a astronaut, at least trained astronaut, and a avid a medical professional and a 3D printer specialist, and she essentially has invited me out to the Mars desert training facility. There's this, essentially, they've created a whole Mars-like experience here on Earth for astronauts to train to see what it's like to live on another planet. And since I already live on another planet, they thought, I guess, why not invite Zoe? On top of that, I will be hoping to help them host the first ever drone race on Mars. I mean, simulated Mars. But still, the concept being is that, at least in my mind, one of the few sports you'll actually be able to do on Mars could very well be drones. Considering you'll be mostly in an RV like this, and or a spaceship, as I've deemed it lately, you'll kind of be kind of pent up. Won't be able to do a lot. But hey, drones might be a great activity. Allow you to kind of mentally go for a spacewalk without having to put on a suit and physically go do that. So it's kind of an interesting concept. I'm really down to go do it, and from the sounds of it, they've invited me to actually live for a week in the habitat with them on a mission on Mars. Yeah, I'm going to space, baby. So I am super stoked to announce that. I'll be hopefully talking about more details as I find out more about them and it gets all ironed out. Hopefully my Mars mission won't be canceled, but I don't foresee that. It seems like a pretty clear offer, and they want my help to be able to actually make it happen. So I want drones on Mars. I want to make a 3D space flying drone for Mars mission. They also have some neat technology. They're going to be demoing essentially a controller for 6-axis motion. So you have yaw, pitch, roll, and that looks wrong. Essentially throttle moving up and down. So all of the controls that you normally do with 2 thumbs map to a single stick, and very intuitive. I mean, essentially, it works the way the drone moves. So instead of thinking, oh, how do I have to make my fingers move to move the drone? You just think about, okay, I want to move the drone. How do I want the drone to move? Then you just physically move the joystick to make the drone move in that way. So it's intuitive user control, and that's brilliant. So I'm pretty excited to possibly go try that out. That's, I believe, in March and through April. So yeah, hopefully my new job is okay with me going and do that. I think they are. From everything I've talked about with Hess, he seems to want me to be able to have my life doing stuff that I want to go do, as well as have a life doing stuff to do cool stuff, to make better stuff happen, to make cool things a reality. Yeah, I guess they see a spark in me and want to foster it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So that's been kind of happening over the last few weeks. Kind of see how that goes. Definitely going to be making more content either way. That's just a given. I ain't stopping that. Ain't going to stop being me. That's for sure. So look forward to more content. Look forward to hopefully me being happier. I mean, potentially having the ability to do things that I've been wanting to do from a technical standpoint, from being able to host events to potentially work on projects that will hopefully one day create and bear fruit that, you know, people will be able to eat from. You know, trees that create shade that others can benefit. Planting seeds, that kind of thing. Because, yeah, anyways, I'm super stoked with that. I'm really happy with the way that's going. I've been really stressed out the last few days. On a different note, the projects I've been working on have been hopefully starting to wrap up. The brick bot flew. The unicorn is built. Going to Mars. So there's stuff's happening. I'm pretty stoked. The biggest thing is, again, I'm looking for a place to kind of hunker down and live, start a drone house. So if you know of a place that you think might be good for me to start a drone house, I'm not just like saying a location, but if you think you might have a physical house / spot, like an actual place here in Southern California, close to San Diego, at least within a couple to a few hours of San Diego, let me know. I would really like to investigate that. I wouldn't necessarily say I have a whole lot of money. I would like to kind of live sustainably. But at the same time, my requirements are have a place to park the RV, have the ability to fly outside the door, and roof with a mailing address. 3 requirements. Everything else is a bonus. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas, let me know, because that's what I want to do. It's not mean I'm not going to not travel. I have plans for travel. Just a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, hopefully you guys are up to date on that. Anyways, Kimbo FPV says, what props do you use from Mars atmosphere? Probably not plastic. I'll say that much. I've actually thought about I've talked about how to fly drones in space with some of my friends in the past. Jack McCandless, or as I've called him in the past, Young Norm Macdonald. If you're a real fan of my channel, have been watching me for a while, Young Norm Macdonald And I would talk about how you could fly a drone in space from planetary surface to actually in a space station. Again, not actually in physical space, but with the drones in space, in low atmosphere, and or in 0G. Yeah, so Zoe, I missed the beginning and it's not in the comments, so could you do a quick recap? I'm going to Mars. I just got a job, kind of, with the military contractor doing cool stuff and making awesome drones. And I built the unicorn. And I have other stuff happening. So, yeah, this stuff's cool. I just really wanted to do an update video to let people know what the heck is going on with my life. Because I haven't really done an update video, especially since the leaving X-Class stuff. And for those that are still wondering, no, I am not starting another X-Class. I am not going to create an organization to compete with the organization I helped start to make giant drones happen. That's just stupid. I love the people that are behind the organization. Yes, there was, the spat, but whatever. I think we can move on. I think time heals wounds. And I think even though I was upset and I wish I didn't say some of the things I said publicly, it felt good to be able to speak the truth and to get it off my chest. So yeah. More positive. I've been rooting out a lot of negativity in my life, which has allowed me to move forward. I mean, I've gone through a lot of stuff lately. I've been holding back a lot of stuff, and I've actually feel like I've been able to work through it and move through it. So I am feeling a lot better about life. It's still not perfect. I mean, I literally this morning, and this is one of the reasons why I'm kind of edgy right now. This morning I woke up at 5:30 from the motorhome rocking back and forth from 40-mile-an-hour winds with 60-mile-an-hour gusts. And it was happening all day long. So I didn't get much sleep last night considering I went to bed at like 2:30. So I had only a few hours. And getting back from work on Saturday, I was feeling pretty rough. So I haven't really had a good chance to fully recover from my work trip earlier this week or last week. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can get back to work here tomorrow, get some stuff done, and try to finish out a project on a strong note. At least the best I can, because that's all I can do is do the best I can. So, yep. I've got a lot of stuff to focus on. Like the Newbie Drones 3D Whoop. Yeah, that's still happening. There's so much happening. And speaking of so much happening, check out the FPV podcast. I should be on FPV podcast with Elvon and YLAM. I love those guys. I've been on their podcast every month or so. Sorry to cry. I missed you too, Proximity. I miss a lot of my friends. Anyways, guys. Oh, shit. I don't want to cry on stream. Yeah. I haven't, I guess that's the biggest thing. Like, moving, a lot of positive stuff is happening, but the one thing I miss the most about Santa Cruz, and I miss the most about the Bay Area, is my friends. So, sorry to cry, but I just read a comment from Proximity, and I miss you, dude. I miss Ray, I miss my crew out there, I miss the Bay Area. I miss my friends. I have a lot of friends in the Bay Area, and for many years, growing. So yeah, that's the one thing that's probably hit me the most. Anyway, sorry to just, like, randomly hit a brick wall and cry. Wow. Yeah. So, moving on with life. Positivity. Forward. Awesome. Yeah, no, it's a lot. It's been a very emotional few months, and I'll end it on that note. It's been super emotional. And if you've watched my channel for a long time, you know that I generally don't dive into the negative emotions. I generally don't dive into anything besides the positive happening in my life. like almost made it a policy. And then when my life fell apart, I was like, you know what? I want to be able to talk about things openly a little bit and actually, vent and, let the cards fall where they may because, yeah. But yeah, so sorry to fall apart there at the end. I love you. I love you guys. Thanks for the support. It's not over by far. Again, if you guys have an idea of a drone house where I might be able to start afresh, and move forward, let me know. And hopefully you'll see a lot more positive content on my channel. I mean, the point, the point of this stream was to say things are getting better and that I've moved past a lot of negativity over the last few months. And that's going to be a continual process. If you listen to the FPV podcast, you'll probably hear a lot more of what I'm talking about. So, yeah. Again, you're going to want to go listen to that. I don't know if it's up yet. But if it's not up yet, go listen to the past episodes. They've got some really good people, and it's a really good podcast. It's been going on now for years. Like, one of the originals. On that note, I ended on a positive note. I hit a brick wall. You saw the emotions come out in a real way, and now we're moving on. So I'm gonna go fly my unicorn tomorrow, hopefully, and you all hopefully are gonna have a great night and or morning if you're watching this later. I've been Zoe. You've been awesome. We're going to Mars, kind of simulated Mars. But hey, I still get a mission patch and a uniform, I think. I hope. I don't know. We'll see. Love your faces. And as far as clickbait, again, if anyone missed it, I am going to the training facility in Utah where astronauts are actually training for Mars missions. So it is the next best thing to actually going to Mars and hanging out with actual astronauts. I think that's pretty cool. So, yeah. I think that it's honestly, out of like all the things that stumbled across in my life, that is one of the coolest. That I in a million years never thought I would get a chance to actually go to Mars, let alone train or even potentially get a chance to even be in the same space that astronauts have trained in. Like, whoa. So, yeah, keep being awesome, and if you're not feeling awesome, embrace the suck. Anyways, talk to you all later.